don't know. Oh, Lottie man, would you settle? Come here. Come here. Give us a hug. I'm going to just put that way so I can read the comments. Love your Care Bear earrings. Oh, thanks. I made them.
That's some good observing to spot that so far.
I mean, they are quite noticeable.
I guess so.
They're long. And now that my hair's short, my big earrings are like a lot more noticeable than they were. Hello. Huh?
What water fountain?
I know, I'm confused. I'm joined with Lottie again. I don't know if she'll stay here. She'll stay here for a while and then toddle off. Thank you. Thank you, Cat. Cat the traumatised. I thought I'd put a bit of effort in since yesterday I had an off day, so I thought, like, usually if I have a day where I can barely get dressed, I try and get a bit more dressed up the next day. Hey Bri, how are you? How's life going today? Well, it's been better than yesterday, so that's something. But like physically, my body is really not good. Thank you. I mean, my nose piercing doesn't hurt anymore, but obviously it did when it was first done. Hayley, thank you. I have 9 piercings, but it might be 8 now because one of them closed up. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we have, thank you for the hearts. Thank you. I do have more like on the way. I think I've only made 1.5 pairs of earrings today, but I made 3 more last night, so I do have more coming. I made these ones that I'm wearing that someone's already noticed. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you very much. How's my day been? Yeah, it's been a good day. I can't really say anything negative about it except for like how my body feels, but yeah.
Been quiet today, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been pretty chill.
Oh, Teddy, stop slurping. Teddy.
He's not gonna. What's on my lap is my cat. This is my cat, Lottie. I got up like late. What did I do? I don't know, I got dressed, I did my makeup.
You haven't done much today, really, have you? Been watching stuff on the telly?
I watched Orphan 2 because it just came out on Netflix a few days ago, and I have seen it before like multiple times, but I wanted to see it again. And I made a pair of earrings while I was watching it. And then it's bank holiday Monday, so my dad was off work and we wanted to go out somewhere, but we didn't really know where to go, so we went to the park with Teddy and we let him off the lead and he went swimming in the river, and it was really, really nice. He was such a good boy. He was like so excited. Naps are great. Like naps during the day, they just hit different. Thank you. Yeah, a few people asking. I've definitely felt the effects of my live stream a couple nights ago. Kisses.
Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it? How you were shaking when you sort of first.
Yeah, that was like leading up to it. My hands have gone back to being dystonic, but hopefully it won't last like 40 days again. But I don't have any faith in my hands anymore. Sky, she's not really like a type. She's just a moggy. Can you hear her? That's Lottie. She's an old girl and she can't hear anything, so a lot of people ask me if I crochet. No, I don't, but I could see why you'd get that kind of vibe. I would love to, but it's just not something that I'm gifted in, unfortunately. I have other like hobbies that I love. I can move them. My left one is the worst, as always. I should have my splints on. It's just that I was doing the rabbit shed and I didn't put them back on after.
Want them?
Are they nearby?
They're just in the kitchen.
Thank you. My right hand is always better, but I can get it like this. I can maybe straighten out my fingers a bit more. That's what I can do with them. Yep, he was licking the dresser like I told you guys. Every Sunday. I didn't get a very long video because, well, it took me a while to get it because my hands were in splints. I'm sorry, Lottie, I'm just going to use you. I don't do wax therapy, no, that's what my friend Amy does. It does look quite beneficial, to be honest, but I'm scared of how hot it is. She says it's really hot and it takes a while to get used to, and I don't think I'd like that. Just like burning. Yeah, I told you guys, it's weird. He was also distracted and didn't do it as much because it was his birthday and he got lots of new toys, so he didn't do it as obsessively as he usually does every Sunday. Yeah, I mean, me and Amy actually live pretty close to each other, so I don't know how we've never actually met in person, but we'll probably meet like at an event or something sometime. Oh, that's so much better, thank you. Hello. You're doing something exciting this week. I'm getting a much needed haircut on Friday. And I'm at the dentist on Thursday to try and get my night guard sorted out.
Got a friend coming tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I've got a couple friends coming over tomorrow evening, I think, or sometime. My hands don't hurt when they're in the braces, no. In fact, the discomfort has immediately gone away because they're in the right position and they can relax into it. It's like immediate relief.
Oh, these are looking a bit grubby.
Yeah. Oh, what's happening? Why did it go all blurry again for a second? What do Yorkshire puddings taste like? It's like
a crispy pancake.
Essentially, yeah. But you have it with gravy and potatoes, which kind of sounds weird, but...
How have you not had a Yorkshire pudding?
They're not a thing in America, apparently.
Oh, they're American.
I mean, I just assumed so.
Aren't they called, like popovers or something? Pop something.
I don't know.
I'm sure they are.
I can't do a fit check right now because Lottie's on my knee, but I'm wearing blue jeans that have like really nice embroidery stuff on. I'm wearing this blouse that I got when I was going to an event to talk to a room of people, and I just happened to find this top and I really like it. It reminds me a lot of the front cover of my book. That's what I think of every time I put it on. I've got a couple necklaces on, I've done my hair.
Thank you for the gift.
Oh, I don't know what that thing means, but thank you, Danielle, thank you. I've done my hair, a little bit slicked back for a change. Yeah, that's about it. Do you have any phobias? I guess it would be a bit of a phobia. I have quite a bad fear of deep water, and whoop whoop. And I don't want to talk about it too much because it makes me a bit derealised, but I have quite a bad fear of like dying and death, so I try not to think about it. I know. Thank you. She looks at me when she wants another kiss. It's really cute. Put your hand in mine. She is adorable, I agree. I don't know what all this stuff means. I don't really understand TikTok lives anymore. They've made it so complicated with like the jewels and then all the gifting stuff. I don't really understand it. It used to be so simple. Do you remember when it was Musical.ly, and if you wanted to go live, you downloaded a different app called Lively? They weren't even on the same app. It's crazy. Oh, mwah. You are too cute. No, so basically I did read somewhere when I was researching about it hello, that autoimmune epilepsy can be treated with anti-epileptic medication, but that won't really help on its own. You need like antibiotics and IVIG, because it's not like normal epilepsy. Whee! Hence why I'm on 4 antibiotics. Everyone's just coming in and saying, Evie, I'm like, hi. What's going on? Thank you. I'm glad you like them. I haven't done a baking video in a while.
Did one in April.
She's called Lottie. Yeah, that's true, and it took me like 3 months to get it on YouTube. Hi, babe. No, I do not. Chicken. It's just practice. I mean, it doesn't go like this all the time. I'm gonna have to get another eyeliner. None of the ones that I'm getting are doing the job. I just got a new one not that long ago, but they're not wet enough when I'm putting it on, so it leaves like gaps and dryness. It's weird. Close up of your earrings. I can try to show you. Is that a good view?
Yeah, you can see them.
Yes, I did make them. Thank you for the gift. Do you hear or think of your tic before it happens, or does it happen before you process it? Most of the time with like small vocal and motor ones, they just happen without me thinking about it. And a lot of the time they happen without me even realising. It's just like an automatic thing that, because it's been happening for so many years, I just don't really like register it anymore. Kisses. But I do have mental tics, which is where sometimes I will say the tic in my head, but it's also involuntary, so it's also a tic. It's called a mental tic. So like, for example, today I was over there watching a movie, and there was this... Oh no, it was Emily in Paris. And there was a scene where Emily and a guy went over to like the edge of a bridge. And I went like that to tick it, but it didn't come out. It was just in my head. And in my head I said, jump. But it didn't actually come out my mouth. I just ticked it in my head. And that was a mental tic. It doesn't happen all the time, but just sometimes. I don't know why. It just didn't decide to come out. It just stayed up here. Please stop spamming. Just comment something once or twice if you need to, but don't spam over and over again.
I'll just put that in the comments.
Oh, I have splints on because of dystonia. For anyone here who was also on my live stream a few nights ago, I had like a full body dystonia episode that happened so gradually on my live stream over like quite a long time that I didn't even realise for ages. And then people started saying like, is your hand okay? Or like, your shoulder looks a bit tense. And I was like, oh yeah, I can't really move anything. So they've been like that since then, which is really annoying because it's not that long since I got my hands back to normal. Thank you. Please, no cure for me. Gold Revolution one. Interesting. I've had a Revolution one before, but I just need like a really, like a one that's quite liquidy and very, what's the word? What's the word when it has like a lot of colour? Maybe like saturated is maybe the one I'm thinking of.
Pigmented.
Yeah. I've had an elf one before too. The one that I'm wearing, what's it called? I think I got it from a new brand, but I can't remember. But I mean, it looks fine because I had to go over it like a million times. But you can see it a bit here. It was like drying up while I was doing it. And so it kept leaving gaps and it was really annoying. But I have to use like a pen. I don't like the pencils. Thank you. I made these though. Is it possible to have mental tics without motor or vocal? That would be more OCD, but yeah. Kisses. Thank you. Do you believe in the paranormal? I believe in something. I'm just not sure what. Hello. I do believe in like spirits, I guess, like after someone's passed that they can somehow still be around, but I don't know, I'm not really sure. My dad's the same. He loves like ghost stories and everything. My grandma on my dad's side is a big believer in ghosts because she's had like experiences that she's told me quite a few times. This is Lottie. Oh, a mystery jewellery live, yeah. Me and Mum were just talking about getting another bag. So yeah, I will when I get another one. I'm just not sure when yet. Do you like Tim Burton? Yeah. What movies has he done again? I know he did The Corpse Bride, I'm pretty sure. I don't really think I've seen that properly though. Where are you going? She'll be coming back in a second. I only have the one cat. I have one cat, 3 rabbits. That's helpful. A dog and 2 fish. Thanks, Sarah, for the roses. Nightmare Before Christmas. Me and Freya watched that for like a Halloween thing last year. Can't really remember it. Hello. Thank you. Yes, I do. The whiskers, yeah, sorry, she kind of stuck them in the camera. Sometimes I'll just find one. Like a whisker will just fall out and I'll just find it. Whee! Oh, Teddy. Whee! Coraline, yes, I was going to say, but I wasn't sure if that was silly because I couldn't remember if it was him or not. I love Coraline. Really love it. When and how did you find out you have Lyme? I found out... Well, I actually found out last year, but I didn't realise that it was Lyme. I didn't know that Borrelia and Lyme were literally the same thing. So I just thought that I had the co-infections, which was a bit silly of me. But, you know, we learn along the way. I mean, I didn't know anything about Lyme disease. I thought it was, like, really not that bad. I didn't realise it could do all this. So I found out last year through blood, like really intense, not intense, extensive blood work in Poland. Thank you for the gifts. I'm sorry if I missed any. Wait, Cosmo the funny parrot, I love you. I love watching your videos. Thank you for sending me gifts.
You do love a parrot.
I
Oh,
do.
birds.
I love following birds on TikTok. We love you too. Oh, stop it.
Oh, which one's Cosmo?
She's an African grey, I believe, but I can't remember the stuff that she says because I get confused with the other ones. Is Cosmo the one who makes the water noise? Because that is my favourite thing that she does. If it is you guys, I might be thinking of another African grey, but I'm pretty sure it was Cosmo.
They're so clever, aren't
She
they?
might be the one who says, "Hey Google," that I was talking to you about the other day.
She makes the
The water noise.
brilliant.
I'll have to show you. It's so...
I've heard it.
It's
I remember, yeah.
insane.
You did show me it.
I think I sent it to you. It's absolutely insane.
We loved the Netherlands when we went. We didn't see loads of it because you were only there about 3 days, but
Yeah. She does say, "Hey Google." I follow this other one called Cruz. And he like farts when he's being told off. He goes,
like a toddler.
yeah, literally. He's the one who says Elmo all the time.
Oh, right,
That's
yeah.
where I got my tick from. Elmo! From Cruz. Because he asks for Elmo all the time. I love him. Yeah, he's great. I actually tagged them in a video where I was ticking about Elmo like a few times, so she's seen it. I've actually got multiple ticks from birds on TikTok. Gizmo, I follow Gizmo. Oh. I'm like in the bird community and I don't even have a bird. I've never had a bird. What was I going to say? Oh, Beaker. Yeah, I've got ticks from him. There was a stage where I was going, ooh, like 24/7, wasn't there? Ooh.
Would you want a bird? No more animals. We're going to have to start charging.
I don't think I would,
feed 'em all.
actually. Well, for starters, I feel like having a bird and someone with Tourette's, I feel like it would get really annoying. Hey. I'd constantly be like
Just push me
saying...
over the edge.
I'd constantly be like saying, "Hey, Cosmo, do this," and then making the bird do it. And then we get stuck in like a loop. Like, for example, if I lived with Cosmo and she was just like, "Hey Google," all the time, I would also be saying, "Hey Google," like all the time. Yeah, I don't think it would work very well. And they would definitely copy my tics too. They'd be picking up swear words and all sorts. Thank you, Flo.
You suit a moustache.
Oh, thanks. Coke or Pepsi? I actually prefer Pepsi, but it's annoying because it makes me have tic tacs sometimes. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to set off any Googles that people have. Yeah, I know, not all birds can talk, I know. Fire, fire. Most annoying tics that I have. Can I say all of them? Like the ones that bug me or get on my nerves.
You don't like your neck ones get on your nerves, don't they? Because they're quite painful when they're really aggressive.
The ones that I don't feel coming, where I suddenly go like that and it's like I nearly see behind me, those ones bug me. They annoy me. Another one that used to really annoy me, but it hasn't happened in ages, like it was quite common like years ago, but not so much anymore, was when my spine would straighten up. So like if I was sitting on the floor or even standing up, my spine would go like that. And it was like a dystonic tic, but in my spine. That one used to really annoy me because if I was standing up, then I'd fall on the floor. And even if I was sitting down, I'd still fall back on the floor. There's loads of ones that were just annoying, to be honest. Just going to cover this up in case she shows her bum hole. I'm just going to scooch in here.
You've got no shame.
I do have an art drop coming up. I'm working on...
Hello.
Sorry? Oh, hey! I do have an art drop coming up. I think I've got nearly 5 canvases ready, but I still need to do more. And we've got some more earrings coming up, so woohoo! Lottie is 13. Yes, I have had dinner. I had vegetarian spag bowl.
Oh, there's some left for tomorrow, actually.
Cool. Does music affect your tics? Depends on the music, but music in general makes my tics like pretty much go away. Piss. Whether that's just listening to it or playing some kind or singing. I don't tic when I'm singing unless my tics are a bit more active. Then I sometimes sing, like, I don't know, I'll have neck tics while I'm singing, or in between lyrics I'll do something. I've done that quite a few times. I haven't broken them. I have dystonia, which means that my muscles contract, so this keeps them in the right place. Piss, piss, piss. Evie!
So, no, we've not tried the surgeon ones. We've tried the normal sort of meat-free ones, haven't we?
What are you talking about?
Sausages.
Oh, well, you could have given me some context.
I thought you'd read the comment. Talking about the Richmond sausages.
Oh.
I think I like them more than you, actually.
The Richmond ones?
Yeah.
No, they're the best veggie sausages that I've had.
I know, but you're so tired.
Well, there's other stuff that I'd rather have, but they are the best sausages that we found, I think. You're so cute. Thank you. Meow. Yeah, I know lots of other people with Tourette's.
Oh, hello.
I
Sorry, it was just a comment for me.
Oh, okay. What was I saying? Yeah, I have lots of friends with Tourette's. I've been expecting. So when I do kisses, when I do my makeup, my tics are just not really there, except like in between. Oh, I also watch something on my phone or my iPad at the same time as doing my makeup, so that I don't really tic that much. I would get rid of pans easily. I would, if I had to keep one and boot the other, I would very easily boot pans. Boots and pans and boots and pans.
Pots and pans.
Pots and pans, yeah. Hello. I like your ring. I'm not wearing any. Do you mean this ring? Or this ring? Duh. Or these earrings? Bah. Next hair colour. I'm doing it pink. Thanks for reminding me I need to dye my hair again before.
When you at the hairdresser's Friday?
Yeah.
I need to do it. Wednesday or Thursday, though. God, can you put a waterproof down on the carpet, please? It's not like everywhere.
I do put my
Might just
thing.
Sit you on the grass, actually, in the garden. And do it out there, and we'll not let you in again until it's finished.
Pans is where your body tenses up, right? I mean, that's like 1% of it.
Thank you for the gift.
PANS is an autoimmune disease which is triggered by an infection, where the antibodies, instead of attacking where the infection is, they go and attack your brain. Chicken. She's called Lottie. She's deaf and she loves food. There you go. There's a little fact. Little facts about Lottie. Yeah, no, that's where it's from, Laura. The Bartik, it is from Ice Age, and it is book. That's exactly where it's from. All right, Baldy.
Yeah.
That tick came around 2 years ago. 2022, that tick started. And that's the one. I've got a bit of a lovely backstory with that. That's how I scared that guy. I've done a story time on it before. I scared that guy in London. Like, he jumped out of his skin because of that tick outside of the clinic.
He was so lovely about it.
It was. We got to talking. I somehow got his Snapchat as well, but I don't think I've really spoken to him since. So yeah, let's add each other on Snap.
Oh, it was lovely.
He was really nice, yeah. You ever gone to a different country? I have.
I've been to a few different countries.
Oh, my dad's left, sorry. Me personally, my tics get less when I'm stressed. I know that's pretty uncommon. Woo, woo, woo! But I think because I'm overthinking whatever I'm stressed about. It's like my brain is too distracted to tick. If you know what I mean.
It's different when you're excited, though. You tick more when you're excited.
Yeah, I do. What was I going to say? Yeah. For someone asking where I've travelled, I've been to Luxembourg, Milan mostly. Poland, obviously.
Ireland.
Yeah.
Germany. I'm sure there's others, just can't remember.
Your mum. Which animal of yours would you say you're closest to? Oh, I don't know.
Yes, go to Efteling, it's brilliant.
The cat is alive or dead? She's not dead.
Be
Why would I have a
knee.
dead cat on my live stream? No, she's just very cosy.
Yes, we've been to Scotland too. And Wales.
I have family in Wales, and Scotland is like, I don't know, it's quite a special place in our family, isn't it?
Have you ever been out of Europe? I have. I've been to America, I've been to Greece is not exactly. Oh, a spider on the ceiling.
Oh, it's
Hello?
just a little one.
Hello. Could you
Yeah, I would like to go to Italy. Mum really wants to.
Hello, Welsh Viking. Whereabouts are you? I used to live near Chepstow, which is barely Wales, but I lived there for about 5 years.
My mum used to live in a pub.
I lived in a pub in a place called Shire Newton.
Shite Newton.
No, Shire Newton.
Would you go back to Disneyland Paris? Absolutely. I went twice last year, in April and in September.
Well, we are going to go again once they build the new Frozen bit, aren't we?
Yeah. How are your plants? They're okay. There's one of them that's really bothering me, and it's my
Oh, right, okay. My brother's near Cardiff.
banana plant. It's just not happy. Well, I don't know. The actual plant isn't happy, but then it's got 3 babies coming out the bottom, so I don't really know what's going on. Hi, Lucy. I'm okay. Like,
beautiful in the Rhonda. Sorry.
That's okay.
Get stuck on the
It's okay, honestly. My body is not good. Like, all of my limbs are struggling. My legs have gotten even worse. They've been probably worse for about a week now, maybe more. But yeah. How are you? You'd love the beach in Sicily. Curious why you tick less on lives than in your unedited videos. If you're thinking of my recent video that I said I was going to leave unedited when I was talking about the Pepsi, woo! Basically I was explaining how ticky I was because of what I drank. That was like the whole point of the video. But if you mean like my other tick videos, it's that they're often edited to show you guys the ticks and what they look like. And so it looks like I'm just ticking constantly, but that's not true. That's why, like, on my live streams you see more of what it's actually like. The ticks are spread out. It's not just like tick 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 tick. It's spread out.
You're pretty calm at the moment as well.
Unless I'm having a tick attack, then it literally is.
You can
tick,
be
tick,
more
tick,
active
tick,
than this, but you are sat with Lottie on your knee and you're pretty tired.
Yeah, this little girl, she helps me a lot. Because she's so warm. And she's not heavy, but like it's like a nice weight on me, and she's purring so I can feel her vibrations. Phoenix, hey! How are you? I haven't like spoken to you in a while. Actually, to be fair, I don't think it's been that long. I've just forgotten.
It's a roller coaster.
But I mean, like, I don't think I've asked you how you are for ages and how everything's going. Phoenix has PANS too.
Oh.
She's had IVIG.
Oh, she's in America.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you. Thank you for the
just
butterfly.
Don't get it here.
Hmm? I know, but I mean, like, it feels like a while since we've had, like, a proper conversation on, like, what's going on with each other and stuff. I'm not very good at having long conversations with people at the moment. Go away. I don't want to go live with you, random stranger.
Favourite ride at Disneyland? Probably Big Thunder. Do you think?
I'm just trying to remember what we've been on.
I really like the Peter Pan one as well, but it's so short.
Yeah, I can't really think of them all right now. Yes, I did make my earrings. When you drank the Pepsi, was that a tick attack? I would call it more of a, maybe like a tick flare or a tick episode. It wasn't a full-on tick attack. But it definitely made them a lot worse. Under the weather is in like you feel a bit ill in like, I don't know, like a cold or something. I'm going to Disney Paris in October. I can't wait. That must be really cool because apparently they have like a Halloween thing. I think I've seen photos somewhere. I know they do something for Halloween. We thought about it, didn't we? But
yeah, but I think we'll probably wait until the Frozen things. We've been twice lately,
yeah.
so we'll wait until Frozen Land is built.
Mm.
We'll go somewhere else. I think we're going to maybe do Europa.
Oh, I see. Like a bug going around the house. Me and Mum had that a few weeks ago. No, it's probably like over a month now. I am not going to comment on the person you're asking about because it's not my place. I do know like what's going on, but I'm not going to comment for the same reason that I never said anything about ticks and roses, because I just don't agree with that kind of thing. Like everything they brought out for ticks and roses that was apparent proof that they were faking, I didn't believe any of that was real proof. Like they said, oh, we found this live stream from years ago and it's like 45 minutes and they didn't tick once. Like, okay, there's probably videos of me for 45 minutes where I didn't tick once either. Like, it's just the way that Tourette's is. And then I know apparently like their sister came out and stuff, but it's just, I don't know. I know obviously it was a bit fishy, but I just don't agree with like picking apart people's health journeys. I mean, if it comes out in the future and they get exposed and it's like real and stuff like people have, like Belle Gibson for example, then like obviously yeah, but I just don't like that kind of thing, because you don't know what's actually wrong with people, and even if it isn't real, then there's obviously still something wrong. So I don't really like drama, to be honest. I just stay out of it. But I know like how hard it is to be accused of having Munchausen's and accused of making it all up, accused of faking. I know exactly what that feels like, so I would never do that to anyone else. There's a question for you there, Mum, from Laura.
Do you have a story like Evie does with people reacting to Evie's ticks?
Probably just the ones that I've told, really.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, we've probably said the same ones. I mean, mostly people react really well, don't they? There's only been the odd couple that have been pretty horrible.
Well, I can only think of one really bad one.
Yeah. I guess people look sometimes, but you know, that's understandable.
I mean, yeah, I understand that. I'm guilty of looking at people in public if they're different. And it's usually not... I'm not judging at all. I'm usually really, really curious. So, like, for example, when we were in... Me and Mum were in Beamish the other day. The other week. It was a few weeks ago, actually. And I was put on the, like, wheelchair transport vehicle. And there was a man next to me in, like, this really big motorised wheelchair with, like, you know, the little handle. And I was staring a lot, and it was just because I thought it was really cool. He'd put a golf ball on the end of his, what do you call them? The little stick that makes it move.
Like a, I don't know, steer it, like a control stick.
Yeah, he put a golf ball on the end, and I thought that was so cool. And so in the end, I said to him, I was like, I love that, that's really cool. But then also, like, I don't know, I get really interested in, like a joystick. I get really interested in, like, medical stuff, and, like, if people look cool, then I'm going to stare, and I'm going to pick apart their outfit and just love it.
I think most people, when, like when we were on the train and you've been quite sort of loud and ticky, and we said, oh, she has Tourette's, and most people go, oh, don't worry about it, and you tend to get talking, don't you? And we've met some lovely people when we've been travelling, like that guy who was sat behind you when you were having that tic attack because he'd had a drink with some, like, colouring in or something, and you were throwing your headphones, and he was lovely. He said, oh, it's okay, don't worry, just, you know, it's fine.
There was that, do you remember that family?
Well, that was who I was thinking of when I said to them, and I think one of them even said, oh yeah, I kind of guessed.
That was another tic attack on the train. I feel like that's happened too often.
Yeah, I think it's possibly because when you're travelling, your stress level is kind of...
Well, there's been 2 times on a
train. Foods and...
Yeah, there's been twice on a train that I've eaten or drank something and it's triggered it.
Yeah.
Once was the pink Fanta, and then the other time I had a small packet of sour wine gums because I thought, oh, I've never tried these before.
Well, I think that's what it is. You just trying stuff that you maybe haven't seen appear, or...
It sent me into a tic attack. But I did this really loud tick. It wasn't even a word, it was just like a noise. And I kind of made the family jump. It was like the mum, the dad and 2 kids. And I said, sorry, we'd already explained that I have Tourette's by that point, but I made them all jump, so I apologised. And he was like, oh no, don't be silly. He was really sweet, wasn't he? It's in a video somewhere on my account. Woo!
I think it's just the unknown that people get worried about, but if you sort of say to them, I think people have been more worried about you having seizures and things than, like if you've been in public and you've had a seizure. And people are always lovely, but I think they're more worried about that. They get more panicky about that.
I suppose it is a bit more of like a medical emergency than just someone going about their life ticking, you know. Kisses. She's so cute, isn't she? Look at that little baby, I know. She's adorable. I love her.
That is Lottie, yes, thank you.
I love you so much. You guys see that? Oh.
Does she do biscuits? She does do biscuits. Not as much as she used to.
It's literally adorable. I can't get any closer to you, my love. And the purrs are getting louder. I did make the earrings, yeah. I have a new collection coming out very soon, don't worry.
I'm just going to get you a little probiotic thing, otherwise it's going to get late.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
no, I've never had a medical animal, like a service animal or anything. All my animals help with my stuff, but none of them have been, like, trained, or they're more like therapy, really. This is Lottie. I wonder how many times I've said that on this live stream. If you could say anything to your younger self, what would it be? Probably that things are gonna go to shit and it's not gonna go how you expect, but hopefully one day it'll all be worth it.
It's not for you, Lottie.
She's a moggy. She's not like a certain breed. Does Lottie have any special quirks? She's got a lot of special quirks.
She's quite special, really. She's very, I think she has a little bit of dementia. She just asks for food all the time. I think she forgets that she's being fed. Here we go.
Thanks. What's your special quirks, Lottie?
Get it down before it settles.
Sorry. The water's warm.
Huh?
It's warm.
No, it isn't.
I've just had it in my mouth. It's warm.
Well, you can still manage. Get it down. You're not wasting it. It's expensive stuff.
It's like milk that's gone off. That's literally what it tastes like. I actually haven't had a panic attack for years. I don't remember my last one. They were one of my very first symptoms of PANS when I was in school. Well, it was kind of like in the first 5 symptoms, I would say, but yeah, it's been a long time since I've had them, but oh, that's sweet. Thank you.
Come on, just chug it.
Doesn't usually bother me, but it's warm.
They're not cast, they're splints because she has dystonia in her wrists.
I'm not sure when we're seeing Max and Harvey again. I do usually see them like later in the year.
Yeah, I
like,
did say to Max that we would pop down in the autumn.
I don't know why we do that though, because that's the worst time of year for me.
It might not be this year. But we are due to go down, definitely. It's definitely our turn.
Yeah, it is. Look at his little pink belly. He looks like a little pig. I gave Teddy a bath tonight all by myself.
Get it down.
Just saying.
Get it down. Get it down. We haven't done much today. Watched the telly. She's watched Orphan and she's made some jewellery. We've had a little walk in the park with Teddy. Do you want your drink?
Yeah, please.
Oh no.
Quick, woman, quick!
Oh!
You're such a fanny.
You knocked it out my hand. Do you miss Tilly more than Max and Harvey? We don't tend to see Tilly that much, do we?
No, I don't.
She's usually either at school or busy or...
Is it hard taking all the medication you have to take, or does it get easier over time? I haven't found that it's really gotten that much easier. I do still find it difficult. On a morning there's the most. And I don't know, it bums me out. Plus it makes me feel quite nauseous taking so many on a morning. And then I take 3 more in the afternoon. A liquid form one. That's the one in the syringe that you guys sometimes see. And then I think like 6 more on a night. I suppose, I say it hasn't gotten any easier, but I suppose it has. Like, I've accepted it now that I have to, because that's what I need to get better. Like, I've accepted it, but, you know, doesn't mean that I like it or anything. Like, I don't think anyone would, but it's just something you've got to do. Thank you. I suppose you could say Lottie is a tiny bit black and white, because she's always had this like probably about 15 white hairs on her chest.
I think I've read that all black cats have that. There aren't any sort of totally black cats.
I mean, Tom and Midnight, they had exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm sure I've seen like a completely black cat on a picture somewhere. Amelia! Oh, it is you! I miss you too! Me and Mum were in B&M the other day, and we ended up talking about you, wondering if you still work there, but I don't think you do, but I could be wrong. How are you doing? How's Miss Honey? I haven't seen her in ages. Amelia, you should come round and see my new babies. Oh, you got cat food breath. No, don't leave me.
You doing the quiz this year? I think you're doing the quiz this year, aren't you?
I have no idea.
Pretty sure you said you're going, if they do it. But it depends where and when.
That's amazing. How old is she now? I think I ask you this every time I talk to you. But I always think that she's like much older than she actually is. But she must be, what, 5 or 6? She's such a cutie. Had her 5th birthday this year. I keep thinking that she's so much older. See, she never stays away properly. Back again, are we? Yeah, I feel like you've had her for ages. Oh, she's such a sweetie. Here we go again. You should see the rabbit shed now, Amelia, as well. I feel like you'd really appreciate it. It's got it's even longer now.
Teddy?
We had an extension made.
Do you want to come up?
So they've got an outdoor bit too, so they can go on the grass whenever they want. Was it horrible when you got told your diagnosis, or was it a relief that you could get help? It was a bit of both, I suppose. I don't know. It was nice. Not nice. Hang on. Let me figure out how to word it. It was a relief to be diagnosed with something that can be treated, for sure. Because when I had the FND diagnosis, they didn't do anything. I didn't have any help at all. Basically told me that my symptoms would go away like when my mental health got better, which it never did. And like now I'm on all this treatment and I've seen a lot of differences. Hello. But obviously it's a bit of a shit diagnosis really, but you know, there's worse things. Did you ever get told that it was just hormones?
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Puberty, anxiety, teenage. She's a teenage girl. All of that. Fun.
How's Tegan doing? She's okay, like, in herself. She's having issues with her mobility as well. She's not walking well at the moment. But she's still very smiley and giggly, of course. But yeah, she's having issues with her legs too, which isn't good. Yeah, it's weird. Hello. I'm not in a cast, I'm in splints for my dystonia.
Well, these have got weird, like,
Thank
gently
you.
ball things in as well.
I know, it took me ages to realise that. Because when I was squeezing it, I started to notice that they all went in like a hexagon shape. Like if you squeeze it and then look at all the like blue and pink. Do you see how they go in a pattern?
Oh.
That's when I realised, and I was really
It's
confused.
a little bit creepy.
I was really confused how it was doing it. I didn't even realise.
I don't think I like that.
I have GAD and I read your book. I really related to you talking about the school anxiety. I'm glad that you read something that you could relate to, because I feel like it's so common to have anxiety like that in school. And like sort of be so self-aware and think everyone's staring at me, everyone's judging me. Like that's so common when you're in school, especially when you go up to secondary.
School, right?
Did your mum sense that it wasn't just hormones after a while, or did she realise quite quickly?
I knew that the change was too sudden for it to be just hormones. And I knew there was something else, but I couldn't work out what it was. And it took a long time to make sort of sense of it because it was unusual, I guess. But
Yeah. I also didn't have the classic sudden onset of like OCD. I feel like if I had such a sudden, like if I just woke up one day with severe OCD, severe anxiety, which the anxiety I did, and like some of the really classic pandas pan symptoms, I feel like it probably would have been known earlier what it was.
possibly now, yeah, especially now there's more sort of research around it. I mean, we're talking sort of 10 years on nearly, aren't we?
Yeah.
From when you left school.
There was a thing on
years.
my Snapchat, actually about a girl with pandas who was, I think she was 8 when hers started. I've seen it before, but I just thought it was pretty cool that they made like a Snapchat thing out of it, just sort of getting the name out there. I think what was her name? Alexia. It's quite a popular video actually, it went kind of viral. You're still friends with Peter? Yes.
Yeah, it was you.
Yeah,
the
boy.
other day.
Is there a spike on the fridge?
You ever went through people saying that you were
Have you not had
faking
any
the
yet?
seizures?
Oh, the one in the glass.
I don't know. I think
Oh, what's
sometimes people,
What about
like
you?
doctors at hospital, if I had to go to A&E, were a bit skeptical, like years ago,
Which one?
but not
Oh,
anymore.
there's a spider right above you.
3.
It's just a baby.
They're just a baby.
You sure? It could be a big
Huh?
kind of... Oh no, it could be like a big small one.
You can see that
What
it's
are you
tiny.
saying? It's a big, small one. It's just a little one.
Or maybe it's just a small species.
They
of
are
spider.
coming into it, I think, because the weather's sort of changed a bit. It feels a bit cooler.
I
so-
made them. You can't get them anywhere else.
Oh,
Sorry.
there's another one.
Yeah. Yeah, about
The
3
cat's
minutes down.
eyes, what
There's
is
some
she
grated
doing?
cheese there as well if you want it.
What is she doing?
Okay. Thank you.
Well, thank you to people who've bought from the website. There's been a lot of orders lately. We're very grateful. Pudding? Why don't you go and get the spag bol first and then see if you're still hungry? I think some yoghurt's in the fridge.
I probably will.
Oh, the fruit salad is still there.
Does your
Is it
mum
still on?
ever...
Yeah. Come on then.
It's a madhouse in here.
Thank you.
Absolute madhouse.
Does your mum ever mistake something your ticks say? Not very often, because she says it's usually when she ticks it's in a different like tone of voice, and there's often like
A different
jerks
pitch.
ahead at the same time. You just kind of come to recognise. Occasionally she'll say mum without sort of doing anything else, and
Mum.
sometimes I'll look to see whether she is trying to get my attention, but usually I can.
I say that quite a lot. Mum. Mum.
Yeah, and they are more sort of more tricky than they used to be.
They they sound more like when I actually want mum's attention. Like, for example, if I do it now, like, mum, that was me. But then sometimes, like, my tics will sound exactly the same. So I think it was just yesterday I said, mum, and you actually were like...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But not really my other ones. Yeah, boy. I used to do that to Bonnie too. I'm not sure why. It's a love thing. Just love you so much I could eat you. It's like liquid eyeliner. Where to put my stickers? Oh, thank you.
You've got them on notebooks, you've got them on your laptop.
Like college files. Yeah, laptops.
Notebooks, diary, scrapbook if you use scrapbook.
Like on shelves in your room. I don't know, wherever you want it to. What is going on? People keep requesting to be in my live stream. I find that so strange. Like, we're complete strangers. Why would I just be like, yeah, let's pretty much FaceTime in front of 600
just
people?
want to talk with you.
Thank you. Yeah, I was saying earlier I tried to sort of dress up a bit more today because yesterday Did I even get dressed? I can't remember.
Yesterday.
I didn't do anything. I didn't even brush my hair. Didn't do anything with my face.
Oh, well, you had sort of had that attack the night before, though. You weren't very
I
well.
felt pretty horrible yesterday.
Yes, I'm good, thank you.
I feel like things are not great at the moment. I feel like I'm definitely flaring a bit.
You are a little bit. Or maybe something's dying off. That would be the hope.
Yeah, you say that a lot. I think it's like wishful thinking.
Well, I don't know whether it's wishful thinking or not. Whether it is true. Yeah, we just don't know, do we? If we had like a magic answer, it'd be good, but we don't know.
A magic wand. What about this one? Sorry.
Thank you, Leah.
Oh, thank you. I sometimes miss gifts because they come up here and I'm reading comments. It's dystonia, that's why I have splints on. Did your school give you an action plan for you if you needed to leave the classroom? Yeah, actually, they gave me a pass.
Didn't you design
card.
it yourself or something?
No, that was college.
Oh, right.
But when I was in secondary school, so when I was 14, 15, and my PANS was starting, they gave me a pass that if I needed to leave the classroom, which happened quite a bit, even though it was kind of a bit of a hard thing to do because I was usually too anxious to show them my pass, so I didn't actually use it that often. But I could show the teacher and then I'd be allowed to leave. And there was one, I'm pretty sure I could skip the lunch queue as well. Thank you. Thanks, Leah.
Disney pass, isn't it?
And then when I went on to college, so I was 16, they made me a card that I attached to my lanyard that I showed them when I needed to leave. Because basically we did this because I was mute. And so I couldn't say to them, can we leave, please? So they were like, let's come up with another way. Because originally they were like, just hold your hand up or tap me or something. But I was my selective mutism was quite severe in the way that I didn't even want to touch them or do any kind of gesture to them. So they had this idea to make a little card. So I printed off a mandala and we laminated it and I attached it to my lanyard. And I just held it up if I had to leave or if I felt a seizure coming, I would hold it up as well. But again, I was often too anxious to actually use it. So I'd just sit there and have a seizure instead.
Wow.
There was some times that I used it though and we left, but
thank you for the gift.
Sometimes I didn't get enough warning, or my one-to-one, the good one, who knew me like the back of her hand, she would notice that I was going to have a seizure before I was even able to say anything.
Somebody asked me to send a hug, so I'm sending a big warm hug and a squish.
She does really good hugs. Mute, it means unable to speak, can't speak, unable to speak. I obviously am able to speak, but when I was a teenager I couldn't because I had something called selective mutism. But from the ages of 16 to 18, but by 18 it was starting to get better. And then by 19 I was okay.
You alright, Daniel?
Because I left college.
Back in the kitchen.
She's 13.
He's back in the kitchen.
That's nice. Thank you for the roses. I do get it though, when you're too anxious to say anything. I 100% get it. I love talking to people now. I love talking to strangers.
It gets better.
Yeah. I will go out of my way to talk to random people. I love it.
What's up, Leah?
I'm probably not
Try and
very
get your attention for something.
street smart, actually.
Well, you are more than you were, but that just comes with age, doesn't it? And experience and confidence.
I sometimes worry that I'd be a bit vulnerable if I was out on my own because I just love talking to people, and I would, if some man looked really sad and was like, hey, I've had a bad day, can I have a hug? I'd be like, sure, bring it in. Let's go somewhere and chat about it.
That.
I just love people and I love talking to people.
What advice do you want, Leah? Trying desperately to get him. It's not a very private place to give advice, but
yeah. I was diagnosed with Tourette's when I was 20. I studied animal care. Don't shout at me. Wee. Stranger danger, I know. I don't know, I have a side of me that's paranoid about random people if I was out on my own, which I never have been anyway. But then also, I love talking to people.
Do you want to come up?
Which I never thought I'd get to this point. I used to be scared of everyone. But there's no blanket there. Oh.
Come up. You have to be good near a Lottie though.
Did you get a good support and education? When I was in college, yes. I had amazing support. In fact, I had so much support, I was really annoyed at them for quite a long time.
Yeah, you had like 4-1 or something at one time. 3-1 maybe.
I was 1-1, and then my seizures started. No, sorry. I was 1-1 because I can't remember how it happened actually. I was put up to 2-1 when I became a flight risk. And also they decided that one person wasn't enough to deal with my seizures. They were struggling, so they needed 2. I had the diagnosis of FND when I was in college. Yeah, it obviously wasn't right. And I also had non-epileptic attack disorder written in my notes. So yeah, it was undiagnosed PANS, but didn't have the right diagnosis at the time. But I'm still in touch with one of my one-to-one supports. I love her. She's an absolute treasure. And so she knows about everything now. She keeps up to date. And it's crazy because she saw me at my absolute worst, literally in the worst of it. She saw me mute. She saw me seizing. She saw me delusional, paranoid, hallucinating, like everything. And when I got the right diagnosis, I remember messaging her. And I was like, all those years. And like, she couldn't believe it because she, she's amazing. Need another catch up with her, actually.
Yeah, I just want to say to Leah, because she's saying about...
I haven't seen her comments.
It was about her tics in public and how she can be not sort of worried about them or sad about them. I would say, Leah, I mean, Evie might say different, but if you can't control your tics in private, I mean, Evie can't generally, so if there's nothing you can do about your tics, the only thing that you have control of is how you react to your tics and how you feel about your tics, and generally most people are understanding, and people will be looking less than you think. It's more the noise that people are looking at than you, because if you think about it, if you're in a shop and somebody makes a noise, you look, and they're not sort of looking at you and thinking, what is that girl doing? They're just thinking, where's that noise coming from?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I do still get anxious when I'm in public sometimes, but it's usually things like meeting a new person for the first time, or like, say for example, Max and Harvey is introducing me to a couple friends that I don't know. That makes me really nervous because I'm like, shit, their first impression of me is going to be my Tourette's, basically, because it's so obvious. And that makes me nervous. I do still worry about that, and things like first dates and mostly, meeting new people. That makes me nervous because I don't know. It just bugs me that, like, I want to make a good impression, but then also my Tourette's is like, hey, let's go. But then also, like, it's a part of me and I can't do anything about it. I live with it. So you've just got to accept that it's there and live your life with it. Hello. And just don't care about other people because it's your body, it's your brain. It's nothing to do with them. Meow.
Good boy.
Thank you for the gifts. Kisses. Kisses. Hello, fluffy boy. Look at this white bit.
Yeah, some good advice there, Leo, if you're still there.
Light brown bit. Meow. Cutest cat 2024 award.
I'm sure Teddy. Oh. But not me. So be very careful.
I'm being very careful. Keeping his eye on his ball. I gave him a bath tonight all by myself, so he's looking extra white and fluffy. You're a good boy, Teddy. And he smells really nice. Yes, I do still love sweet corn. Who's a good boy?
Are you a good boy?
He's not doing it. He's sick of your antics. Oh, my sweet baby.
He is a handsome boy. He's not quite so stinky tonight because he's had a bath.
I felt so productive after I'd given Teddy a bath and dried him and everything.
Yeah, you did well.
Because it takes up quite a few spoons.
Fluffiest boy award. We're doing well with the awards tonight. Award night.
What's my award?
You get best girl award. Oh, no.
Do you think he knows that I'm still alive?
Best singer award does not go to Dad. Oh my god.
Oh no, he obviously thinks we can't hear. He's going to be really embarrassed.
Yeah, he knows he sings like that. Can you hear him?
If they can hear Lottie purring when she's purring really quietly, they can hear Dad for sure. Yeah, they do. Animals do massively calm my tics.
No, she's not with Freya anymore. you can hear the singing. Many apologies.
All right, geezer. Yeah.
You saying all right, Geezer?
As someone said, they've been saying it a lot because of me.
Oh.
Honestly, it's a madhouse here.
It is. It's never quiet.
I think you should tell him that we can hear him
No,
because he
I'm not
obviously
telling.
doesn't have a clue. Me and Freya are still really, really good friends though, by the way. Yeah, I told you that I would post it if he does it. Oh, stop it, Teddy.
Oi, stop the slurping. People are listening. It's
He
disgusting.
needs to go on Britain's Got Talent. God. 4 buzzers. Hmm?
Golden ticket.
I gotta go
Being
with
weird,
the
aren't you?
ticket.
Squish.
I did make my earrings, yes.
Enter him for the voice. Oh, Dad. I thought you meant Teddy.
No. Ooh. Perfectly splendid.
Ian.
He's gone to the toilet.
I think he's putting the bin out.
I can hear him so loud in my AirPod Max headphones. Oh God, poor you.
Ian. You've got 550 people saying how lovely your singing is.
Cool. I'm glad somebody appreciates it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, his face.
Yeah, he was slightly mortified.
He's gonna be silent for the rest of the night. Oh, bless him. He shouldn't have said anything.
Get over.
Oh, he's gonna hate that so much.
No, he won't.
Oh, your leg just cracked, Lottie. Teeth like mine. I don't like my teeth.
He's criticising yourself. I gave you lovely teeth. I grew with them myself.
No, you didn't. I did. I have teeth like a rabbit. Because these two at the front are so big.
Oh, go out, Lottie.
I was called a rabbit on my animal TikTok.
What?
Because I was doing a video about rabbits and someone commented, "You've got teeth like them too."
Oh, that's nice. Well, it's not the worst thing you've had said about you, is it?
No. But you know when you're insecure about something and then someone says it, it's like, oh. So it's an insecurity that's valid. The only thing that I am quite chuffed with is that I've never had braces or anything. I've never needed them. I don't think I've ever had a teeth removed either. No, I haven't. I'd remember that. Thank you. Do you know who gets taken the mick out so much for her teeth, but I think it's like one of her best features, like she wouldn't be her without it, is what's the actual actress's name? Amy from Sex Education.
Why? What's wrong with her teeth? Or what's right with her teeth?
Well, because they're very, what's the word? She's the same as me. These two are really big, and they like come over her lip.
Right.
But
she's in a new thing at the minute on.
Yeah, she
BBC One. I
is.
saw her.
But if
It
she
looked
had
quite good.
completely normal teeth, like she wouldn't be her.
Yeah.
I think it makes her so cute. She's so lovely.
Oh, Teddy, stop.
She is, isn't she? She's adorable.
Right, you can go down. Go down. Go on.
Thanks,
Go on.
Maya.
Scram. Just slurping in my ear all the time.
The rabbits are doing really good. They'll be getting fed soon. Cock. Can anyone remind me of her actual name? Because I've forgotten what it is. I bought a necklace from your shop. Thank you.
What's that? Oh, yes.
Whee! What did you wear a retainer for a few years ago? Oh, my retainer. Yeah, that was a
It's a guard.
it's a night guard. Because I grind my teeth in my sleep, and it also is supposed to help this.
Ew.
I actually still have one. Amy Lou Wood, yes, thank you. Wee bitch. I actually still have one, but that's why I'm at the dentist's on Thursday. We need to get it sorted out. I know what you're laughing at. Stop it.
I've just never heard it called that before. Don't say it again or I'm going to mute you.
They've said it again.
Or if I say it one more time.
They've said it again. They've literally said it again. No, they've said it twice more.
Okay.
Thank you. I went to college with you. Yes, you did. How are you? I'll say it when I want to.
You
Well,
won't because I've just muted you.
I did animal care in college. I'm doing okay, thanks. I mean, a lot has changed since I was there, but you know, life goes on. My shop is called thischubbyhippieofficial.com. Oh, don't you start. Thanks, Joe. That necklace has wonderful flashes. Oh, this one. It's labradorite. It's purple labradorite. I don't know if I can find it now, though. Oh, there we go. You can sort of see it there. I have other labradorite, which is much more flashier. I don't really want to be associated with that kind of thing. I'd rather be known for, you know, what I do now. Thank you. Do you ever get weirded out when someone from in real life finds your account? My block list is huge. I don't know. I mean,
It'd be pretty difficult with your following, wouldn't it, for people?
Yeah, like, for example, the other week, I always say the other day and it was like ages ago. The other week, me and Mum were in town, and as we were coming up to the bus station, a guy crossed the road and he waved at me, and he went to school with me, like secondary school, and we were kind of friends in school-ish. We were friendly, we'll say. And I don't know, it made me feel weird for the whole day, because that's someone that I haven't seen since all of this started. Like, I always cringe when I think about people who knew me at the Johnson and and don't now, like, because that's where it all kicked off, and I was obviously not very well at all, and I just cringe to think about.
Just a different time in your life. Yeah.
Yeah. Where are these from? I've had these a while now. They're my favourite pair of jeans, so I do wear them quite a lot. There was this time when I'd worn them too much, and then Mum said to wear something else for a change.
Did I?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like me.
Yes, you did. You said, can you wear some other trousers? I'm sick of seeing those jeans.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you did. No, me and Peter broke up like years ago, but he's one of my best friends, and I think he always will be.
He's a good lad.
I saw him not that long ago.
It was just a week ago.
I didn't want to say how long ago it was because I'm always way off.
And it was last Saturday.
Thanks, Stacey. Sam is an icon. I agree.
No, not really. Thank you, though.
I do collect crystals. I actually have way too many. I've been giving some out as like gifts to friends when I send them a parcel or something. But yeah, I have hundreds in my room. I have a big bowl full of like smaller ones. It's literally full to the brim and it weighs an absolute ton. And then I have like bigger ones or crystal towers like scattered around my room. And I wear quite a few of them as well. I did have a go. But no, Tourette's doesn't cause dystonia or seizures or anything. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? I really want to go to where Moana lives. Is that a valid answer?
What, like the tropics in
The island of
tropical island.
Motunui, to be specific. What the fuck? Yeah, somewhere tropical. Whee! But then I'd be scared that the heat would be too much. Thank you.
Just jump in the sea.
Favourite makeup brands? Oh, I'd love to go in the sea where it's actually warm.
Yeah.
I've never done that in my life because I am British. And the ocean here is so cold you would not believe it. What question was I answering?
Favourite makeup brands.
Oh.
We did discover a new one just the other day.
Yeah, we did. Was it called Mina?
Mina, yeah. It's really pretty shade.
My new primer is Mina. So Mina, Elf, Revolution, NYX, MUA,
W7.
W7. There's so many cruelty-free brands out there now. I love
really
it.
nice ones too.
Hi again, Sky. Weren't you here earlier? Pop back on again. How are you doing? No, I don't wear false lashes. I actually never have because I don't understand how they work. I'd love to try it at some point, but Mum says that you say I don't need them.
You don't. You've got beautiful lashes.
I want to try it.
You can try them, but sticking glue on your lids, it doesn't sound like a very great thing to do.
No, I
when
wanted
you-
to get them done like properly. Make me feel pretty.
For heaven's sake, you are pretty.
No, but it's just something to feel nice, you know? Like when you've just got your hair done and you feel really good about yourself. Unless it's actually one of those hairdresser's appointments where you actually hate it and you go home and cry. Yeah, W7 is cruelty-free. I'm vegetarian.
She's not vegan because she's got a very restricted diet already that's not great for her health. So she would really struggle to go vegan. We do eat a lot of vegan food though.
My birthday is 22nd of July 2000. Would you ever get a fringe again? Yeah, I would. Ding dong. Thank you. Yeah, if you have tics or Tourette's, there's no reason that you can't go out on your own. You're just the same as everyone else. You have every right to be out in public by yourself. Yeah, there is. I've seen those weird magnetic things. That creeps me out a little bit, though. Fuck. Yeah, I'm comfortable answering questions about tics. Meow. It looks a bit like I'm showing off my wrist brace, but it was just a comfy place for it to sit. Thank you. I'm gonna get one of your necklaces soon. Thank you. We have new stuff coming very, very soon.
There's lots coming up in the next few days.
Yeah. Help! Fish care video. I don't think that would be very interesting. Hello. Yes, I'm hypermobile.
I think Daniel is too.
Oh, Daniel is definitely hypermobile. In fact, I'd say you are too, but
Yeah,
Daniel
I
is
think so.
extremely hypermobile. That's my younger brother.
Far too bendy in this family. Except for Dad, who's like...
Dad is stiff as a board.
Yeah.
It's really funny because you know how like
Barely
when we
bend
bend
at the
our
waist.
fingers back and we go like that, he goes. We were doing it once at the
No.
table. It was so funny. Bless him. Which is weird because Grandma Isabel always brags about how she's hypermobile. She's like,
Grandma Isabel?
Evie, can you do this?
Oh, Grandma Isabel is.
She does party tricks all the time, but she'll do this.
Can your mum do gymnastics? I can do like a flick tuck, but I can't do a flick layout anymore.
Someone commented saying, what are your pronouns? And I read it like without looking at it properly, and I thought it was someone saying you're pointless. I was going to be like, oh. My pronouns are she, her. Yeah. Sounds like that, I'm not going to say that. How did you come into making awareness content? How did you make the decision to put it out there? It was kind of gradual, I guess. Like, in 2016, when I started this account,
Just totally
sorry.
nicked my blanket. That was
I didn't
rolling
realise
my
it was.
feet
I
up.
didn't realise it was.
Blanket hog.
I mean, it is quite big. We can fold it out.
Hog. Blanket hog.
I don't think that's doing anything bad. I don't think. Yeah, when I started this account in 2016, your mum, it was all about sign language. And at 2016, when I started that account, I hadn't had a seizure before. I was struggling a lot in college. I had paranoia, delusions, hallucinations, and a lot of that kind of stuff. Like a lot of psychosis stuff, but I didn't have any physical health problems yet. And then a year later was when the seizure started. And I think I posted like one video when I was in hospital or something. And I didn't really have much of a following. It was just a nice place to vent where like people from college and school wouldn't see it.
Thank you for those gifts.
Dahima, hello.
Hello, Dahima.
How are you? And then, you know, I received people, you know, some love and stuff, but my account wasn't huge. And then in 2018 was when everything with my legs started, so I posted a lot about that, and that was when I had my first viral video. And it wasn't really like... It was difficult to share footage of what my walking was like, and I did get quite a lot of hate because the condition of my legs was quite complex. People were saying like, why can you not just like lift up your knee, because my foot was dragging on the floor. So I did get some hate comments and like stuff like that, but I also had a lot of support from people who were watching as I was like learning to walk again. So I don't know, I just
We're good. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. What was it, Dahima?
Yeah, I was going to say we're good, thank you. How are you coping without your boy? Have you heard from him?
I forgot what I was saying now. Oh yeah, but I learnt that, like, after that first viral video of the issue with my legs, I had a diagnosis of FND, but I was like, hey, this is actually bringing awareness, like a lot of awareness to my condition. And so sometimes I would just talk about it. I still did mostly sign language, but if I'd had like a day with loads of seizures, I'd say in the caption, like, I've had a bad day today, and then people would be supportive, and I, you know, it was nice, and it just kind of went from there, really. Fire.
Which in his body weight is he?
I feel like boys do that.
I know, yeah.
Are your seizures all autoimmune epilepsy, or is it some pan seizures too, or is it still unknown? It's all autoimmune epilepsy. Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention.
They asked if, where's it gone? All my seizures are autoimmune epilepsy, or is it some PANS seizures? Because, like, not everyone with PANS has autoimmune epilepsy, I think is what we're trying to say. She's making a confused face.
I'm making a confused face, yeah. I mean, I don't know how to answer
There'll
that, to
be
honest.
all autoimmune epilepsy seizures. Someone asked a similar thing in my question box on my Instagram story, and I said the same thing.
I'm not sure if we would even be able to tell that without, I don't know, how would you separate them really?
That's true.
I mean, you could separate if they were like epileptic seizures, if you were wearing an EEG.
Yeah. Autoimmune encephalitis, Lucy. But then also Bartonella can cause seizures and Lyme disease. So I actually have like 3 or 4 things that my seizures could be from. But I don't really... Oops. He didn't really talk to us about it that much. It was dyscalculia, I ever mentioned in school. Funnily enough, I was tested when I was in year 2, so I would have been...
Yeah, you were, yeah.
7?
I think you were 6.
Because they noticed...
To a special place and have you... It was like a... I can't even remember where that was.
I've always been a bit special.
They put you through, like, you had to sort of... They see if you knew, like, months and measurements and, like, appropriate to your age.
Yeah.
And they kind of said that you were you were kind of borderline, but they sort of said that you needed more processing time to...
They said that when I was 6?
Well, yeah, that was where that kind of started, really, that you needed more
I
processing.
thought I was only told that in CAMS when I was like 14.
No, that wasn't a surprise when they said that at CAMS.
So I've been slow my whole life.
No, it's like a mathematical thing. Obviously you're not slow. It's
I am
kind
of
that
slow.
kind. It's talking about
When it comes to numbers.
when it comes to sort of and possibly like logical thinking, like working out.
That's why I'm so bad at board games. I can't do it.
But I mean,
Too much
memory
for my
loss doesn't
brain.
help either.
No,
You're
it
just trying to
doesn't.
work something out and then you've forgotten what you've already worked out.
Hey, I can laugh. You can't. Do you have a link tree? I do. It's in my bio.
No, is she not Tahima? I think that maybe is quite a common thing with sort of pandas.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, decline in math skills is literally on the diagnosis thing.
Yeah, well, there's that thing about drawing the clock, isn't there? And if you have like a lot of pandas children who draw a clock
In a
and draw
flare.
like the numbers all round one side of the clock and nothing on the
I've
side,
never
really
done
odd.
that, but I worry that because I'm an adult and I know what that test
Yeah, I know,
is, that it would influence.
Yeah,
Unless I
would
was in
now,
a,
yeah.
you only do it in a flare, not just like on a normal day.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was totally out of it and like in a flare and someone said draw a clock, I don't know what I'd do. Because sometimes I think in my head of what a clock looks like, and it does look a bit funny, but I don't know.
Well, that's your brain inflammation, isn't it?
But it is literally a pandas pans thing to be bad at maths. I don't think I know anyone with pandas that isn't, like, doesn't struggle with maths. I think actually Neve said that she's quite good at it. But
Charlotte, the main thing is just if somebody's having a seizure, make sure they're safe. If you think of nothing else, just think of that. Make sure that they've got something under their head. Don't like try and restrict it all. Just make sure they're safe and talk to them because she might be able to hear you. Don't overcomplicate it, just do that.
And don't panic, because they might be able to hear you panicking.
Yeah.
I have pans. What kind of therapy has worked best for you? I'm going through my 4th lot of CBT. I did CBT for a little bit, but it depends what you're getting it for. Like, apparently, one of my friends had severe OCD and he did a lot of CBT for it. And he said that for OCD it was amazing. Like, it was life-changing for him. But I did it for social anxiety and I thought it was a load of poo. But also, I was like 14, 15, and I was at that point where I was like, nobody can help me. I don't want to do this. I don't want to put any effort in. And I was too anxious to do the CBT because I had a diagnosis of social anxiety and I had to do a one-to-one thing with this guy I didn't know. But then when I was... How old was I when I found Liz? 18.
Was it as young as that?
Yeah, because
Right,
it was
yeah.
because I was processing everything with
Right, yeah, possibly.
him. When I was 18, I found a private therapist, and we didn't do any specific, like, therapy technique, but basically talking is what works for me. I have to talk things through. And also something else that really, really worked, because she basically just went off what I wanted to do. I think she had the idea. I got an A4 piece of paper. I think I did like 2 pages. And I wrote in a timeline things that were like traumatic or like big events in my life. And I did like 2 pages. And every session that I went in to see her, we would work through, I don't know, a few of them, however many we got through in a session. And because she knew that I struggled with time perception and events getting the wrong way round in my brain, that's why she had the idea, because then everything was out in order and then we processed them all one at a time, and that was like amazing for me.
Yeah,
That
depends what
works
you're
so
working through, I
well.
suppose, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was working on something else at the time, which was like a different kind of trauma, and basically that was all talking as well, because I don't think you can work through trauma without getting, like, saying it out loud, because then it's just all still inside you, isn't it? I did try EMDR, but I did 1 session and cried, and then the woman was really hopeless, so I didn't do it again. It wasn't for me. Whee! But it all just depends on you, like what you're working on and what you're more comfortable with. Kisses. EMDR is a type of trauma therapy. Eye movement. I've forgotten what it stands for.
Something, is it?
Yeah, I've forgotten what it stands for, but it's quite a unique type of therapy for people with trauma, like after some kind of event.
It's supposed to work through moving the trauma from one part of your brain to a part where it can be processed. It's sort of work.
Yes,
There's
Hannah.
sort of understanding that the trauma is stuck somewhere and you move it into another part of your brain to process it.
There's a few different ways that they do it. They can, like, tap you like that, or you hold something. What was I
I think
holding?
it's like paddles,
And then
paddles?
vibrate a little bit.
I've heard different therapists use different things.
The one I did, I was holding something, but it's pretty intense, because basically what you have to do is, while you're doing
That's it, Joseph, yeah.
you have to quite vividly think about your trauma. And so I did, and then I had a panic attack, and she just sat looking at me. Like, she didn't offer me a tissue or anything. She didn't help me work through the panic attack. She just looked at me.
Yeah, there'll be therapists who are better and therapists who are not
So, well, I
good.
did go to another one after that,
Yeah.
but she was weird as well.
Well, that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's finding the right therapist, and eventually you did, and
She was
and that
like,
made
she
a
was
massive
life
difference,
changing.
and that's the key to everything, I think, finding the right therapist for you.
I mean, it took me years and years. I think before her, I probably had about 6 different people. I think I went through about 3 or 4 at CAMS.
There were some that were not
And
so
then
bad at CAMS.
Afterwards,
That
yeah,
guy was quite
there was a
good.
couple. Yeah, there was a couple that I didn't mind.
Yeah.
The first one was horrible. She tried telling Mum that there was like nothing wrong with me, and
Ooh, that was a session.
Mum absolutely kicked off. I remember hearing it through the door. She was
It
horrible.
was fun. Fun.
I'd forgotten about that.
Mm.
Because she was trying to tell you that I didn't like need a diagnosis of anxiety or anything. And Mum...
Yeah, let's not think about that before I go to bed.
Mum got her
sleep tonight.
stern voice on, sorry.
Have your teacher voice on.
Sorry. It's crazy how different things are now.
Yeah, but just as well, isn't it? Everything changes. You keep moving. Keep moving forward. It is important to find the right person. That's the key to everything, really. You've got to gel with that person.
Literally.
That person's got to understand you. They've got to use therapies that work for you. And
I love my therapist. We gave each other like birthday presents, and I did her a little canvas for a therapy room, which is amazing. It is weird though, like knowing that there's someone out there who knows like everything about you. Like that is a bit weird.
well, that's their job.
She knows like my deepest traumas. She's
She's
just out there. No, I know, it's just weird. I had a Pots episode at her house once, and she was really good about it. She took me out into the garden. Did you know that?
It
was when I kept having those waves. I kept having those like waves of I can't explain it.
Spells of that. You had that when Max and Harvey were here, didn't you? When you were like,
It was around that time when I was at hers, and she was really lovely. She took me out into the garden, and we sat on like this little table and chair thing, and she was just keeping me distracted talking about stuff. But yeah.
Well, Liv, first days of school are always difficult. It's
The first day doesn't count. You can start again.
Got a lot of anxiety wrapped around it. Just put that one behind you and see how the rest of it goes.
Yeah. Thanks, Delilah. Equine therapy. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about that. You can't suppress a seizure. Although I am mutuals with someone called Meg, and she used to there was a time where she was being like interviewed and she felt unwell, and she was just like holding it off for as long as possible, and then she had quite a big seizure after. She has FND, so I feel like with FND maybe you can, and then for other seizures you can't. Like I certainly can't. If I felt a seizure come in, I can't just try and suppress it the way that I can with my tics. If I feel a seizure coming, then that's it, like it's going to happen. But I don't know if it'll be like in a few seconds or in a few minutes. Yeah. My longest seizure aura was 6 hours, and that was annoying. It's that throat clearing a tic. I didn't notice I was doing it, but probably. I've had that one a while. It's splints for dystonia. Don't touch me.
I think you need to come off and do the rabbits, Pet.
Yeah, I do. What time is it?
10:30.
Hemiplegic migraines. Oh, I'm sorry. Migraines are horrible. I'm glad that I haven't had that for a long time, because they were awful. Whee! It's really weird looking back at stuff and not knowing. Like, surely the migraines were part of it all, because that was when it was first starting as well. I had to keep emergency medication at the front desk of my secondary school for them. Whee! I really can't explain my seizure auras. I tried before and I just can't explain it properly. It's such a distinctive, strong feeling, but I just can't.
You said before that it feels like you're getting further away.
Yeah, that's the best way that I can explain it, really, but I still don't feel like it explains it properly. But it does feel like, I've said this loads of times, but it feels like me, Evie, I'm getting pushed to the back of my brain and the seizure is coming to the front. And so I feel like I'm shrinking and I'm going right back here. That is crazy. I don't know what stopped my migraines, but that is pretty cool. Yes, I do still take sleeping meds. Meow. Okay, I'll answer a couple more and then I've got to come off. I don't think I ever learned how to whistle. I think it just happened. Hi.
She ticks.
Yeah, no, but I can whistle without ticking. But I don't remember thinking, oh, I need to learn. I always think it's similar to when you have one of those dreams and you fall. I don't relate to that at all, but I like everyone's seizure auras are so different. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this one is it is a really, really bright palette. It's called I Know That's Bright by NYX, I believe it is. Did your migraines ever affect your vision? Oh, big time. I got massive blind spots in them. It was awful. I could only sleep it off, but that was the only thing that would get rid of it. But yeah, it literally made me half blind when I was having them. It was awful. So glad that's not there anymore. It would take away half of my vision at a time. Okay, I'm gonna come off because my rabbits need some dinner and I need my bed. Take this. I wasn't live yesterday because I wasn't very well, but I'm sure I'll be live again soon because I've kind of gotten in the habit of going live quite often, so but it's a nice thing to do with my night. So kisses. Thank you. Bye Tahima. Love you guys lots.
Say hello to Peyton.
Yes, give my love to Peyton. Thank you for the gifts everyone, and thanks for the love. I'm glad this live has ended better than the last one. Okay. Good night everyone. Oh, thank you.
That doesn't make any sense. Seeing it's like so far away.